Hello, everyone. Um, it's 21:40 in South Africa. We are heading for midnight. And good morning, uh, PNG, and also good morning, the Philippines, and also hello to all around the globe. Thanks again for all those who are currently watching. Um, it's good to have all of you here. We can see much it's happening around the globe currently with this arrangement of live streaming broadcasts. Thank you again, our loving TBC admin, for this great opportunity. Yes, from first day to date, there's been quite a lot of change through these broadcasts. And we thank you for all this great opportunity and this arrangement you have brought into our community. And we know that there is still more in store for everyone who is following the instructions of the Billion Coin. And we can say much about our loving admin. It's one of a kind, because I hope everyone has never met or come across an admin like this one. The admin that is concerned about the entire community in this system or community, and the admin who is in a position to share equal with its communities. I haven't seen anything like this before in my whole entire life, ever since I became a networker from various number of programs, online programs, trading companies, traditional networks, MLMs. I haven't seen anything like this. And I really admire TBC admin. And this is a lifetime great opportunity for everyone who is keen to accept us. And I think there is still more if we take a very close look into the whole arrangement, also activities of the Billion Coin around the globe. We can say much, really, much has happened and much is still happening. Along the way, when you commence a journey, the route, it's not going to be smooth. Along the way, one, it's going to come across drifts. And if that road, it's not going to have drifts somewhere, then that journey won't be a success. You look at the world, great thinkers, great leaders who have introduced much technologies within us, mankind. You name them. Henry Ford. If you go through some books about him, you will learn a lot how he started, and you name quite a lot. You can one of the books that can give us uh, a green light. It's called uh, "Think Big and Grow Rich" by Napoleon Hill. There is an revised edition, same book. They've now included guys like Bill Gates and some of the latest guys, but the earlier edition did not. It was completely straight. But the main guy who was dominating the whole book was Henry Ford. And then we have other guys like Albert Einstein, the man who has introduced the compounding system into the world. And he called it the eighth wonder of the world. So without him, we wouldn't have learned anything about compounding. When you go to places like Johannesburg Stock Exchange, by then, while I was still trading, they would love to make some examples about Albert Einstein, and of course, other companies where I used to visit. They gave us a testimony about Henry Ford. Yeah. So those are great leaders, and they had this vision, and at a later stage, they applied the whole plan, and it worked out. But yes, of course, along the way, they faced some challenges. So now, hi again, everyone. I see we have Mary from South Africa, Crystal Eyes. We have, let's see, TD from Val, South Africa, and we have Kiriling from South Africa. Thanks again, guys. Yeah. So when we go out there to the communities, we need to be specific and direct, and we cannot convince people, and we cannot force people, but we will deliver the message, and then after the out of 20, if we had 3, it's a great move, and it's a great contribution in this community. So this is how we will conduct ourselves. Never convince anyone, but teach people that whatever you see in the billion coin, it's what you get. So we have a lot. As we are listening to some of the live streams today, especially today, there was one quick question dominating the whole live stream, meaning the group chat section. The question was more on the when is the system going to allow many to cash out the $500 per week? That was the only question, and we had quite a big number of people who were asking that. But I really admire the way the leaders replied to that question, because it really shows that the very same number that was asking that question, they did not uh, familiarize themselves with the blog. They were not interested. They just wanted the direct answers. You know, there are some people under the sun uh, who would love to get direct answers. One, two, they want the proof. Without the proof, they won't listen to you. And some will also judge you by the things that you have or what you are on, things like that. And the question is, when you look at our beautiful community, we are as simple as what? One, two, three. We are very simple, but we are already in abundance. And the admin has trained us that we must be calm, you know. And have you ever noticed most of the wealthiest guys around the globe? They are very simple. Some of them, we live with them, we stay with them, we shop with them, we I shop in town together with them, not knowing that this guy is one of the wealthiest or entrepreneur in the globe. Some of the building structures, businesses around the globe belongs to this man. They are so simple. Why are they not showing why are they not showing us or telling people what they have? But when you get a history of that particular person, you will see that, you know what, I met someone today, things like that. Now, those who are, you know, those who are still trying, not all of them, but some of them, as soon as they cash out, you know, from other MLM programs, traditional networks where we used to gamble, you know, those days, the first cash out, what will they do? They'll just go for a Ferrari or a Porsche car, something like that. And you see that we don't think the same. We don't do things the same. But I think this community, it's different completely. Though we have those ones, but we do have guys who came on board earlier. They purchased TBC stakes while it was still affordable, and they're just quiet. And they work, they partner, they approach merchants. They're making a fortune just like that, and they're very simple. Whoever says what, why, you know, why are you driving this car? Why are you not buying a mansion? Why are you not doing this? Oh, there's so many things people can say. I was also approached. I was also approached, but not direct, indirect. I went to do a presentation. After that, the whole crew joined and they accepted our free gift, Kringle. So after that, it did not end there. They went on by saying, we also want to top up. Some, they wanted to top up with $500, some $300. Only one man, I think I was in the Val area, and Kringle accompanied me in that presentation. It was on a Sunday during the day. Now, the question was not direct. I'll explain that part. Then he went to the host, the guy who invited us. Okay. Then he started asking the guy, this man, you said he's the TBC country leader. That other one said, yes. I said, okay. I like his presentation, but I have a concern. Why is he driving that car? One of the cars that I'm driving whenever I go wherever. It depends. Sometimes it depends in a mood. Sometimes I don't like to drive. I would love someone to come and give me a lift, or sometimes I can take a bus. It's not in me, but I must ensure that all these cars are being fully serviced. So wherever I go, I don't need to come across a breakdown or things like that, not unless otherwise. So he is asking now the host, why is he driving that car? Why is it not driving Range Rover, or what do you call this, Cayenne Sport or something? Because what he's presenting, it's so rich. So he should be an example. So we must see him driving those cars, then we will believe that this thing works. So the host came and explained to me what transpired while he was outside. And then instead of getting angry, I laughed. And then I asked the host, so what about him? Is he mobile? No, he is currently mobile, but his daughter bought him a car, SUV. I said, oh, the daughter bought him a car. So in his life, he has never tasted that. Now he's asking me about it. I said, people should understand one thing, that we are not the same under this planet. If I feel like driving a Beetle SP 1600, I will do that even now. We have different tastes. I'm not going to do things because I want to prove to someone that, yeah, I'm not going to do for others. But in the TBC community, in a way, we do for others, but not just like that. We groom them, we explain things to them, how things are done. That's how we do for others. And we share almost everything. Thanks, Mary. Yeah, Beetle. I mean, I can opt for a Beetle. So I did not take those sayings into consideration, and I went on and on. And the sad thing is that the very same guy who was asking those questions, he couldn't even accept our free Kringle gift. Instead, those other ones, they were almost 11. Only him. The rest, they came on board. They even topped up. Some, they even paid money on site during the presentation. Some, they made the transfers the next day through the bank. So, guys, don't be threatened or do for others when it comes to personal choice. If someone says, you know what, I would love to have a bicycle, another one will say, Harley Davidson. Another one will say, I want to have myself a Valiant Regal, the first one. Another one will say El Camino. That is that person's choice. So we can't make choices for other people. But for abundance, we still have our own choices. But at the end of the day, we will follow the instructions in order for all of us to reach our destiny. Anyway, quite interesting. So I don't know. today, yes, that's true. Thanks, Mary. Yeah. Today, if there are some questions, we can get into those questions, and not forgetting to share if there was something from the blog. That is also important. Thanks, CD. Yeah, people are very judgmental and materialistic. And what I've noticed that this scarcity mindset is very dangerous. It tends to divert people from thinking straight. If I see Mary driving a Beetle, then someone is driving what do you call this car? Many people love it. Or Vogue. Is it? I think it's Range Rover. Is it Rogue? No, it's Rogue. Yeah, Rogue. Then I start comparing. That is the biggest mistake because I myself, in reality, I can't do that because I also have my own choices. People are so judgmental, materialistic, and there's another word that I love from the blog day before yesterday: greed. Greed is derived from fear and other related things. Uh, it's a very dangerous spirit. So admin explained about greed and abundance. So choice is ours. What do you choose? We even have people who are greed while they are still uh, enjoying their wealth from the wallets. Some they have 50 coins, 1,000 coins, 5,000 coins, even more. And they can see where is the whole thing hitting. But every time when they look at the wallet, they become very, very greedy and they don't think straight. If you go to one of the articles, it came out early last year. Admin was explaining something about the projects that will be introduced in the billion coin. So he made an example about bridges, dams. Now, listen to that. He was making an example with bridges and dams. Now, how many of us can think of those things? He mentioned quite a number of infrastructures around the globe to show that the admin is broader minded. But I remember there was another, was it a celebration or something got to do with the number? Was it about? Yeah, it was a number. I think when you reached 2 million. So admin gave us a go-ahead to celebrate that as well because it happened before our current second anniversary. So while we were actually, by then, we were using Facebook as well. I sent many of the YouTube videos by then. I remember Mary commented and said, "Hi, Putana." We had a very long chat with Mary as well. We were sharing a lot through Facebook by then. So the video, I'll remind you. CD, oh yeah, I think CD was also present, and other leaders from the executive. So now we were chatting, guys. How do you see the future of TBC after the bank arrangements and after all the arrangements that will be in place? We're sharing there. I'll tell you, one member said, you know what? The first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to have myself a 30 million house. Yeah, with our currency, 30 million house, first goal. And then another one, and the second one said, no, I would love to invest and take a holiday in order for me to relax my mind, because during that state, I won't be thinking straight. Though I'm in TBC over a year now, but as soon as the system unlocks whatever, then there will be a shock within myself. So I will need some time to have a plan, a thorough plan, and I'll also consult, because when I look at this wallet, this is heavy. It's beyond my control. Oh, okay. That was the second member. Then another one, of course. Why I'm saying another one? Another one will be the third person, that member. So I'll only choose three. That one said, I will first purchase myself a private jet so that I can travel around the world whenever I want. I can even go wherever I want. Now, this person is going to purchase a jet, and then as soon as he stepped out of the private jet, where will this person sleep? That person couldn't even mention a 5-room bedroom house, or so it was very interesting. So, and we did not say, no, don't think like that. But we encouraged everyone that, guys, certain things under the sun, they require us to consult. And when you talk about a system of business, it's only one. But if we want to change it and do it our own way, then really we are going to fall hard, So we have to liaise as TBCians, as TBC community. We must talk about the future. That, guys, as soon as we reach a certain level, how do you see us spreading this abundance and prosperity? Do you know that by sharing abundance and prosperity with others, giving them free Kringle gifts, you know how much blessing is that from Jehovah? It's a lot. You're not getting blessings by growing your wallet or things like that. No. In many ways, you will meet others. They will say to you, look, I'm also an entrepreneur. I'm a nutritionist, or I'm a herbalist, or I have a herbal shop, or things like that. Then we interact. Then you meet a lot of people. Another one will say, I'm a civil engineer, and I have a plan. Should we move very fast? I'm planning to do this. So you gather ideas. Then by doing that, you will be in abundance. We must think like millionaires and billionaires in euros. Okay, guys? Yes, we have to. Sometimes we have to talk about these things and share. We mustn't say, hey, we are waiting for the cash out. Oh, we're waiting for the migration. You will get frustrated for the rest of your life. Keep on with our activities. Share. Be humble. Be simple. Most of the wealthiest guys around the globe, they are so simple. I've already mentioned. Some you can't even point them. They are with us. Hulle eet pap met ons, pap en vleis elke dag. Mary, you know that one. So it's very interesting. Life is interesting. So we know that we have already laid out the foundation in the billion coin. So why should you worry ourselves stressing out? You'll get sick. Uh, as soon as we move the first step forward, you will be attending the specialist and the doctors. We don't want that. So let's interact. Let's share. It's nice, and really, it can go as far as us being an example to uh, global merchants, because as we speak, oh, things are happening behind closed doors, and TBC is going to shake the world in 1 hour very soon. So we are also expecting the crash, global financial crash. Yes. How is it going to affect us? It's going, yes, Mary, it's true. Sharing, it's caring. Yeah. How is it going to affect us? Now we can share that, because the other day I went on live, but I think some of us were on live stream or other live streams, and there was also a technical breakdown. But we are here today. Now, how is it going to affect us as TBC community? It's not going to affect all of us. It's going to affect only those who do not believe in our system. But those who believe, it's not going to affect them. We will still exchange our TBC coins peer-to-peer partnering, because multitudes will be coming on board that the financial crash. And on the other hand, we heard enough about other online programs. What is the solution? They will be coming this side. So it's not going to affect us. So but we must know that this is going to happen, and we must prepare ourselves for it. Now, are you ready for it? Then visit the blog. We have all the answers in there. Yeah. So now let's see. Mary said here we have to center our thoughts and keep our eyes on healing our world. Thanks, Mary. I'll also add with something there, but that is from the admin. Being leaders, we have a huge responsibility in this mission. Did you know, my fellow TBCians, that when the system grows, meaning when our membership grows, how much responsibility we should have, meaning growth comes with a responsibility. Do you know how much education we need in order to manage that growth? It doesn't mean that when we grow, then we will start relaxing and say, yeah, now we've reached 1 billion. Things are about to happen. It is a huge responsibility, and we must take it. In order, I'll pick up from Mary here, in order to heal our entire planet. Because currently, it's not healthy. Look at the ozone layers were affected by testing of the biological weapons, and Jehovah forewarned us not to do that, but we did not listen. Look at the weather. It's not like the way it used to be. And it didn't just affect that. Our air is polluted. But on the other hand, the elites, they are planning to sell the air. How can you sell something that is polluted? Can't you see that the elite really have no respect for mankind? So we can't just sit back. Um, we will do our utmost and make a difference individually, no matter what. So it's not all about cashing out the coin or exchanging just like that. There's more in this mission. Um, I hinted that the admin mentioned bridges, rivers, dams. There's quite a lot. There's a reason for that. Okay. Cars are just a piece of metals, but at the end of the day, a car, according to my understanding, it is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Okay. Salary, wages, we only require that for affordability. But as soon as we love that, then there's going to be a problem. I'll repeat again. According to my understanding, money, we don't have to love it, but we have to understand that it is for affordability, because we have to pay our taxes at the end of the day. Even in the Bible, Jesus Christ encouraged us to pay taxes. His disciples paid taxes. Then I'll come back to the car. The car, according to my understanding, it is a necessity. It's not a luxury. I cannot sleep with my family in the car. No. But it's a necessity. Okay. We have to get clarity on certain things. Okay. Let's check again. Yeah. Man has killed the world because they did not like nature or the creation of Jehovah. So they are continuing doing that. Hi, thanks. You told me your name, but I'll use Powerbox because I really love that name, Powerbox. Yeah, it's thanks for having Powerbox and everyone. Good to see you again. And yes, Mary hinted here that we must love each other. That is true. And James, yeah. Oh, it looks like Mary, she's jealous if I use Powerbox. She wants me to use James. Okay, I'll use James. Okay. Uh, you know, some guys, I'm going to crack a joke about this one. Some guys cannot pronounce James, but I won't mention from which country. But sometimes it's interesting to hear how other people pronounce names. Um, Instead of James, they'll say Nijamisi. Did you hear that? Nijamis. So they're battling to get that word together. So, but I'll pronounce James. Okay. Oh, thanks, Mary. Oh, I understand. Please bear with me, Mary. I understand. No power box. Okay, fine. It's clear. It's James. Thanks. I'll keep that in mind. Okay. So now, Mary mentioned that we must love each other. By doing that, somehow it heals a lot, because within ourselves, you know, as soon as you start having that love, you'll start seeing things in a different perspective. Everything that you do it through love. Believe you me, I know Jesus Christ was never like us, but he was different. And he is still different because he was perfect and he is still perfect. To him, when he demonstrated love, he even loved his enemies. So, with you and me, for us to forgive and love our enemies, it's going to take some time because we are imperfect human beings. So, you have to work on something, and it goes with the prayer and meditation to do that. But if you look at the admin's advice, in most cases, they insist on love. They insist quite a lot because if the admin did not have love for all of us, they would have shut down the system and say, guys, you know what? I'm up to here with all of you. Thank you. Bye. Like other programs, they did that. Yeah, they did that. Yeah. After the rich million, they shut us down. One day when I woke up, I just saw SMSs in my phone that, hey, brother, did you see? It's gone. And it's it's tough sometimes to live under the sun, but you have to take it. Okay, Mary continues. Oh yeah, okay, Caroline. Yeah, that's true, Kiriling. We can change this world to a better place for everyone. Um, Look at our system. Our system, it's saying merchant, anyone, irrespective of race, come and get a free gift. Please. You see this love from our admin. It's beyond what we can see. And we don't even know how much more is coming. To give out a free Kringle, something that is appreciating every day. I haven't seen a thing like that. From other programs I was given when I come on board, or just for signing up. Yeah. You might have seen programs like that sometime back. Well, just to sign up, they will give you, I'll tell you, 0, quadruple zeros, 1. You know how much is that? Oh, please. Then they'll say, that is enough. That's a lot. And then bring more people. Let's form a pyramid, you know. But here, if you give someone a Kringle worth of what is this? 25,000 Kringles. How much is worth today? Over 11,000 with our currency in South Africa. Please look at that. Who can just give you that? And once you have this Kringle in your wallet, no one is restricting you to exchange it. If someone says, I have 1,000 Rand, I would love to purchase from you. If you have a send button, for an example, if this person did not top up, you can, if you have a send button, then you can still transact it for equivalent of 1,000 Rand in our currency in South Africa, based on the price of that day. It allows you, it's not restricting you. But that other one, 0,001, oh, they will say to you, you'll be in a position to withdraw that once you have reached $50 balance in that commission wallet or something. They have multiple of wallets. Another one is for the growth, another one is for the commissions, so, those kind of things. So, guys, let's face it. Like I mentioned yesterday and day before that I'm busy with TBC offense, those who were damned. Even today, I just came in here before Randy started his show, since I left during the day, because some, they said, it is not wise for us to attend the church today. We will go to church on Sunday. But we wanted to dedicate this day for ourselves to get things right. I went there. People can really mess up. And the way these members messed up things, you can see that these people told themselves that TBC, it's gone, it's a scam. We just want to get rid of what we have about TBC. We don't want anything got to do with TBC in our lives ever. So they messed up. They took monies from these people. They left them with no logins, my fellow TBCians. Can you imagine? With no logins. Then I said, and some of the people are the ones that I've started with 2016. Some of them made a fortune, But I was shocked. I said, are you saying the people that I know? They said, yes, the people that they did this to us. They forwarded me some deposit slips, the proof that they paid so much money, and in their wallets, they haven't received any Kringles or coins or whatsoever. I had to help these people because you can see that they have a love of our community. And then I had to go through, take them through right up to the end. You know what happened after that? So I said to them, now I'm done for today, because you can't give them more than what they can chew. You must move step by step. Before I left, they say, we would love to sign up our 100 referrals right away, starting from now. I said, what? They said, You know what they said again? They said, we are going to encourage our 100 referrals to pay $10 between today and tomorrow, meaning before the first. I said, what are you saying? They said, yeah, I only have a few, but they introduced that. I said, how are you going to pay for the $10? They said, you have Bitcoins. You are an early stakeholder in Bitcoins. You're also an early stakeholder in TBC. You are going to help us, just like that. I said, oh, okay, fine. I'm talking about social workers today. Please, guys, when we love each other, thanks, Mary, when we love each other, when we take care of each other, when we humble ourselves, even in front of our enemies or adversaries, humble ourselves, but let's be direct and very effective, then they might change their minds. Then we started working. After this live stream, I'll be busy with some of the things until 12 midnight. And 12 midnight, I have to retire. Now, this is how we build relationships. We can make it. You, all of you, and I. Actually, we are going to make it, since we are already on top of it. With everyone from this live stream and other live stream, yes, of course, we will make it, because there are things that we can ask. There are things that we cannot ask. We have different people. Some, they disown their upliners or sponsors, then they go to others because they're looking for this thing. Only one thing. When are we cashing out? So today, it is no longer irritating, that question. Actually, we make fun of it. Isn't it, Mary and everyone? We just make a fun of it. When I was withdrawing, I said, oh, like in Randy's chat today, we really laughed while we were watching with Kringle. And then someone asked that question, when are we going to commence cashing out our $500 per week and things like that? Someone said, oh, you can sell peer-to-peer. And then another one said, oh, no, the second question now was, I have TBC coins. Okay, some they can't understand, they can't differentiate between a Kringle and a coin. Only few can buy a full coin today. And this person just joined TBC 3 months back. So this person saw that the wallet is appreciating in value. Okay. Now the person today was asking a question from Randy's or in Randy's live stream that I saw that my wallet is appreciating and now I have much money. So how do I withdraw it? Oh, another guy answered there, said, oh, you want to cash out? You can begin by selling peer-to-peer, meaning he said, okay, he followed up and he said, can someone help me how to do it? And then someone said, you can do it yourself. So it was very interesting. We were watching the whole conversation. So we have characters in this community, and some of the things, especially those things that are irritating, turn them into a joke and love what you're doing, then everything will flow. You'll think straight. You don't need to stress ourselves. Why should we stress ourselves? Because we already have abundance. We are already there. So for us now is to spread it to those who are accepting us as the abundance community. Yeah. So anyway, my fellow TBCians around the globe, from South Africa and other places, I really thank you again. We are 3 minutes late today, and I'm looking forward again to share with you tomorrow. And then if there are questions, don't hesitate to touch base on the email that I've attached here. And sometimes you can visit my website, and there are some things there, though I haven't attached much. They were still working on it, but you can use that. I've got other things there, the links, and if you want us to arrange your free Kringle gift, then go to my website. You'll find my link there, and then there are some links for videos, the guidance, everything is there. Yeah, that's www.tbcmaltinaire.com, and then the email it's tbcmaltinaire@gmail.com. Yeah, so if there is something, we won't be doing live stream, meaning we won't be sharing through live streams only, but if I'm not online or I'm not live, you can still touch base. Some, they already know my WhatsApp, and it's easier sometimes to, if there's an emergency or something urgent, we can always touch base and share some things. There was, and I think we done, we've shared much, yeah. So, and thanks again for being with us. I'm looking forward to talk to you again tomorrow. And it's my pleasure, Mary, TD, some Steven. Hi. Yeah, and yeah, and everyone. Yeah, and I love you all, guys. I'll keep on doing that. I'm not pretending. When I say I love you all, guys, it's from within. It's not from my head. Um, Thanks again. Let's touch base tomorrow. Bye.